Hello and welcome back to the Handicapable Black Woman Throne Room. My view of humanity is a whole new tea. I know it's like I started off with different kind of intros or middle portions where some people might not understand how my stories relate, but I know, like, especially when people try to put down strippers or put down people who work in certain industries, they're like, oh, she probably had daddy issues or whatever. And it's like they don't understand that. Okay, even if that was the fact, but I mean, even with dating, a lot of times the people we date is because of what we have seen and witnessed, and the relationships either toxic, wonderful, terrible, or mischievous or whatever. I mean, it is what it is, or we tend to follow along with certain qualities either because we like it, can't stand it. So, and I don't like, I think I ended up, fi- I kept finding different men who hate me either because I don't, I'm probably going to need a therapist for that because with Mr. Lakaki, like, I was literally ready. I was driving away from his house until he ran into the middle of a street with a knife to his wrist. Literally. And then for 90 days, he would call me. Are you my girlfriend? If you're not my girlfriend, you know what I'm going to do to myself. That was literally, that was literally what he would tell me every single day for 90 days. And even after that, if I didn't do as he said, he would punch the walls or whatever, or threaten to punch the walls, or threaten to throw my stuff out, or just a lot. Or yeah, let's just say there's some things where, yeah, I already named some toxic things, but it got even more toxic than that. But it's like a lot of men, especially black, like, a lot of people will judge me because a lot of my long-term relationships were with white men. And I've tried to date black men, but I kept bumping into black men that hate black women. I keep, and I can't say kept, that is present tense. I keep running into black men that hate black women. And I just saw this study on someone's channel where they were showing, like, on dating apps, who avoids who, who's attracted to who. And for one of them, almost all of the arrows were going towards the white women, but then all of them were going away from black women. So it's like dating is already hard enough for me being a black woman. It's like a lot, especially a lot of different nationalities automatically think I can't be smart, I can't be capable, I can't be worthy, I can't be just much use or whatever. But I know one thing, we're the smartest demographic in this country, especially collegiate wise, and also with our voting. And also with our voting. If you're part of the 92% virtual high five. And I know a lot of the men hate me for that. Anyway. But it's like a lot of black men either say I'm trying to be white, I'm too proper. Why don't I act black? Why don't I, like, act enough black? Or, like, why don't I learn how to be hood? And I've heard so many variations. And I think that's one reason why the controversy and the ridicule for, like, Hello from Megan, that the Netflix special, like, I love it. It's like it's slow. It's like it's one of those easy breezy, like, cover girl type of feel. Like, okay, I'm gonna clean up around my room and organize, and it's like, oh, okay. It's like, look, like, that's a cool recipe. And I mean, 'cause I even learned, it's like, I there was a time where I was freezing like gummy bears or like different candies into the ice. So when you put it in the drink, like once it melts, you have like a little treat at like at the bottom of your glass or whatever. But then it was all frosted, so you can. I mean, it kind of looked cool, but it didn't. But then when I'm like, oh, boil the water, boil the water. Okay, yeah. He's like, so I'm like, I'm learning things. And then even I'm about to start a garden outside. And so like watching some of her like artistic things, and she's about to start her like or with the bee stuff, she's learning about that. And I love that. I love that for her and about her. But a lot of people are saying she's acting, she's this, she's that. And it's just like you're talking to a princess. What do you expect? What do you expect? It's almost kind of like they want her to be like Bebe's kids, like, or that's what they're kind of expecting, a princess mixed in with Bebe's kids or Boondocks or whatever. And I'm just like, are you serious? But anyway, it's like I'm not gonna say I'm so unique, I'm not like any other girls. At the same time, it's like a lot of guys, like when I say that I do invest, like Mr. Like this episode is really gonna kind of hone on Mr. No Heart, but I'm gonna let you know a lot of men don't like this. But Mr. No Heart, he couldn't stand that. And when I started investing, that's when he would start asking for more money. He had no problem asking for more money because he was like, well, it's like less money for you to invest. That's how it felt. He never said that, but it just kind of felt like an hour before he went to bed, instead of asking for the money, because he used to ask for the money, the gas money, and I thought he was going to pay it back, but yeah, he a lot of these men feel obligated, like I am obligated to give them money, but when I'm in hardship, I've already given you guys tons of examples. Even like this month alone, I gave you tons of examples in the episodes for this month. When my car overheated and I needed help, he hung up on me, and he was the one that broke my car. He was the one that broke my car. He begged me to start a business. He begged me. So it's like one thing after another after another. I had to save him when his gas, like they forgot to pay the gas bill and everything. They had no lights, no heat, no nothing. I was obligated to take care of them. But then when I'm in the hospital, when I'm having major surgery, when I'm at home in pain before my surgery for over a month and a half, I'm screaming in a pillow, I'm crying. My sister is like making me smoothies and going by the drugstore to get me gummy candies. Like sometimes like, oh, I found a different flavor. And she's like, oh, want to watch Disney? So I'd be watching Disney Plus and like, crying and nibbling on candy, whatever. And doctors are calling, like, is she still in pain? What can we do? Can we test this? Can we test that? And it's like her surgery's just in another 2 weeks. Cause like she can hold on just 2 more weeks. And did my ex call me? No, he didn't. I would call him in absolute pain, just telling him I just needed to hear his voice. And then he told me he has to go so he can go into the gas station. And would he call me back? No. He didn't know. He didn't know that I was getting like I was preparing to break up with him. He must hate me because like even after the surgery and the doctors realized something else was wrong, and how just heartbreaking. I was so hurt. I was so emotional. I didn't know what to do. I was so scared. I didn't know what to do. It's like and it's like, so I just had the surgery. I was going through physical therapy. I was like almost every week I had at least 3 to 5 appointments, either physical therapy or tests or to see another doctor so they can take a crack or a guess at what was going on. And so trying to call him during that, he didn't care. He didn't care. He literally did like there was one time where I would say something, huh, what? I would repeat it, huh, what? And so then I changed the subject and he didn't even notice. He didn't even care. He hated me. He hated me. He must have hated me. And then Super Bowl, I told that story. It's like, I invite you over and you say you're coming over, but then 2 hours, 1 or 2 hours before the game starts, then you tell me, no, I'm not coming over. And it's like, I tell my dad, oh, you may not have to watch the game alone, or I think my uncle is coming over. Yeah, I think my uncle, like, so yeah, I was like, oh, you might have someone else to watch it with. And I just said in one of the last series episodes, I invited this man over to the house over 20 times. And I gave up for a while because he kept refusing, but he would always make me go, like, and this is the thing. I know he hated me. I know he hated me. I keep repeating it because I know it. I know it for a fact. And the funny thing is, at the end of the relationship, he says I cannot say that he didn't love me. Yes, I can. I can say that he hated me easily because he refused to see my family. He refused to go to my mother's funeral. He refused to go through all the hardship, pain, and everything that I was going through. But he made me feel obligated. I had to be in his family's couples picture, even though we weren't married. And I told him I did not want to be in that picture because I was like, if we're not married, I don't feel comfortable. Because the one day when we break up, that's going to be really like, what do you mean we're going to break up? What do you mean? I was like, we're not married. It's like one, and I was like, remember the day when it's like you told me I was no longer going to be allowed to adopt or foster kids, and you told me if I decided to, you boxed up my stuff that day, ready to put it in the car. You weren't ready to talk about it. You were ready to break up with me if I decided to not do what you said. See, yeah, he hated me because he literally expected me to do anything and everything he said when he said it, how he said it. I'm not that type of woman, and that's one reason why a lot of these men hate me because I am living my life. I'm doing what I need to do, especially after all the trauma, the heartache, and the hardship that I've had to fight through. I am living my life, and I refuse to let them try to control me or give me like just rules and like obligation. Oh heck no, skip that, skip them. Not gonna work, boo boo. But then, right before COVID, right before my phone strike, he was supposed to come over to the house. And then I caught him on Steam playing video games all day, all night until around 10, 11 o'clock at night. When then he told me, oh, I've been busy all day. Yeah, you've been busy all day playing. I forgot that one game, but you're a car and you can play soccer, basketball. You can play like ice hockey. Like you can play any sport, but you're driving a car while dribbling and everything like that or whatever. So, yeah, that's what he was playing, like almost like he would switch around, but that was his main game or whatever. But yeah, yeah, it's like because yeah, while I was watching probably Disney Plus, I don't know, but I was writing my novel and on one half again because I remember I put my screen on half and half, so while I was typing, I would be able to watch and see what games he was playing, and I did that all night until he lied to me. And he still thinks he got away, like, and that's another thing. I know he hates me because do you know how many times I caught him in lies? Do you know how many times I've caught him in lies? Ooh, 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 ooh. It's like men. Okay, some of the women too, but I only date men, so I only know about the men. Some of you guys are stupid because you don't realize a lot of women know about the crap you're pulling, but we want we don't want to fight, we don't want to argue. We just want to get through the day. We just want to go through the stress that we're already having to deal with. So sometimes we're just like pick our battles. Pick our battles. And it's like when with those stupid relationship pictures that his family always does. Because, yeah, I was like, we're not married. And he always tried to gaslight me, blame me, or whatever, telling me, well, I love you. Well, if you're getting ready to break up with me, just say so. And it's like, you still You keep making me meet your family, your no good, racist, bigoted family. You will not be friends with me on Facebook. One reason, because you're like, okay, majority, a lot of them are from that racist city, the same racist city where his family's from. I realized, I realized it's because a lot of them are probably racist, bigoted, no good, highly uneducated people too. Because when I met some of them, they didn't even want to shake my hand. They wanted nothing to do with me. They were staring me up and down, glaring at me, looking at me like I was some kind of just manifestation of a monster or something. And my ex didn't even introduce us. He didn't even acknowledge me. I'm right next to him. I am right next, and he was talking to his high school friend for like 5, 10 minutes. 5, 10 minutes, and you can't even acknowledge me. But then later, like, I know he hated me. I know he hates me. He told me after his youngest daughter graduates high school that we will be moving up there near those no good, awful, terrible, bigoted, racist people. In my opinion, of course. In my opinion, of course. The same city where it's like his mother and family members, the only reason you got through college is because you're black. The only reason you got in there is because you're black. The only reason you got that job position is because you're black. Oh, well, like, how many times have you and your siblings been to jail? It's like, oh, it's like, yeah. Are you trying to tell me none of them have been to jail? That doesn't make any sense. You're black. Oh, well, at least you're not that type of black. And yeah, I can go on. Oh, it's like, well, Candace Owens says there's no more racism, so that means there's no more racism. So you need to be quiet. You need to stop with that. There's no more racism because she says so. Yeah. He told me I was going to have to move up in that city, a city surrounded by people like that and Confederate and MAGA flags. No, thank you. Like I said in a previous episode, you would have to cut down every single tree and take down every pole, and I still wouldn't move there. I still like, and that's one reason. There was one night they said they were gonna go hang out and do something. I'm like, you a good one, okay, yeah. Your city feels like a sundown town, so I'm gonna sit my brown butt on this bed and watch our cartoon president. That's what I'm about to do. That's what I'm about to do. Yep, sure did. Because I'm not dumb. I'm not slow. I'm not gonna go mosey around this city and it literally feels like a sundown. How dumb? No. And if you don't know what a sundown town is, go look it up. Go look it up. Because, yeah, that's part of the African American history our country is trying to hide from you. It's like, yeah, and a lot of Caucasian people, they don't know anything about it, or they try to ignore it because they want to hide the bigotry and racism that's all surrounding all of this country. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Bless their hearts. So, anyway, I know this man never loved me, and I know he hated me because it's like, while going through physical therapy, while going through all of this stuff, it's like he cared more that I was in family photos and everything like that. He kept wanting me to portray something that we were not. Because did he meet my family? No. It's like, did he ever help me when I needed him? No, he left me high and dry, left me on the expressway, left me like the one time, like this was right before, like right when I was starting the 4 jobs. It's like I got into I think that's right when someone hit and totaled my car, or it needed to be fixed. It wasn't totaled, but it had like major issues because, yeah, the person like passed or whatever, red light or whatever like that. So, anyways, I needed work on the car or whatever. And it's like, it was a tough week. I needed $20 for gas. And this is after I've lent him so much money. No, you'll figure it out. You can handle it. But he said he loved me. It's like, you want me to get like, if you normally don't have any money to go to work and stuff and you borrow it from me, if I can't go to work, if I can't make the money to give you to loan him, because it was supposed to be a loan, and he knows this too. Because I asked him so many times, when are you ever going to start paying me back? oh, once you get that house and everything, like, yeah, it's like that's another thing. One night, I know, I'm sorry, all of these stories are smearing together, but it's so much proof and so much evidence. But I remember the one night where it's like he was just, it's like when I said I was going, like he knew I was trying to save for a house and everything like that. And he just keeps, like, he was trying to slide in. Sometimes he slides in information or slides in what his goals or his plans are. And he was like, oh, yeah, once you get that house, yeah, we're going to, and we're going to do this and we're going. And I remember one time I looked at him, I was like, what are you talking about? It'll be my house. You don't want, like, I thought you wanted to be together for forever. Doesn't that mean we live together? Yeah, oh, he got mad at me this night because I had to remind him when we first met, you told me that I was not going to be allowed to live with you. You told me that you're going to make sure you're never going to be my white knight. You told me that you are not, like, even though I'm going through torture at home, dealing with my parents and everything like that, you told me that I would never be allowed to move in with you. But all of a sudden, okay, now that I'm saving for a house, now that I'm getting my life together, now that I have money invested, now that I have a beautiful and amazing credit score, now you are expecting to move in with me. What? And I think he was shocked. And he was like, don't you love me? And I was like, aw, what's love got to do with that? Yep, he hated me that night. It's like if he didn't hate me at all, he hated me that night. Can I get an amen? Bless his heart. But anyway, it's like this man does not know all of the crap he tried to pull and all of the stupid, idiotic things that I caught him doing. And especially like getting the house, like I was busting my tush off. He was never helping me. And the thing is, like a lot of men out here, they hate me because I'm trying to start my own businesses. They hate me because I'm putting so much effort on different projects and my creativity. And some of them are like, you're never going to make it. You're black. You're never going to make it because you're a woman. Oh, that's not what you guys should be doing. You need to start caring more about making babies. It's like, yeah, your job is making babies or whatever. And it's like, okay, so do you know how many men do not have enough money to go get food or anything like that? But then when I'm like, okay, well, I'm hungry, so I'm going to get myself something to eat. Oh, you're going to be stingy? Shouldn't you be buying me food too? I'm hungry too. Oh, so you say my projects are stupid. You say that I'm never going to publish anything. You say I'm going to be a failure. But now you want failure money. You want failure money. Let's think about that for a minute. But I don't know. So that's one reason why I know these men hate me. And yes, I'm getting my life back together again after, like, I busted my tush off for how far I got, and I'm hoping to get myself back out of it. But the fact is, like, if I didn't do all of that work, if I didn't get myself to the point where I am now, I would have had to, like, my life would be so much worse right now. And the reason why when I date, like if I get back into dating, whatever, I say the guy has to at least have some investments because men don't want to help me at all. They want to say my ideas are stupid and everything, but they want their handout. They have their handout. They want me to save their day. They want me to help their, like, like if with my money invested, they want me to take them on cruises and on trips, and they tell me that my money doesn't matter or whatever, or we'll figure it out. That's not what investments is for. You don't just spend it all, because then it's not an investment. If you don't have money in the investment to grow, zero grows zero. But a lot of these men don't know that, or they refuse to acknowledge that. And so, like, with the house, and then later on, trying to get, like, because yes, like he offered, he told me he was gonna get me a puppy, and he didn't realize, like, I caught on to his tricks, and that's one reason why it's like before the nightmare of my walking situation being diagnosed or whatever, I was so close, but at the same time, things happen for a reason, and at least now, like after all the doctors made their terrible guesses, some of them said that it might be cancer. So I rushed and published books. So at least now I can say I'm a published author, self published, but it's like with my degrees, like once I can save enough money, I plan on starting, like, because yeah, this is with no marketing. Like, yeah. So part of me is just like, at least I have a couple sales throughout, like, the every month or whatever. So, and right now I'm getting my greeting cards business, and like trying to get the Etsy store together. So, and it's like part of me just feels like I have come a long way, and a lot, like, my disability and the mystery of my disability pressured me to move through the hate, because a lot of men hate what I'm trying to work on. They don't like my motivation or creativity and everything, and they hate my motivation so much they almost extinguished it. They almost extinguished it. But something told me at least publish this one, and then something was like, okay, publish this one too, and so now I'm gonna have like 4 or 5. Like, yeah, I'm finishing the novel this year, but I also have like 4 or 5 children's books, which, yeah, yeah. So, but yeah, his hate had to motivate me, because part of me knows that he's going to hate that I'm actually working on what I love. He kept putting me down and telling me that it's a waste of time, telling me that I'm not good enough, telling me that if I do it, then it's only going to be because I'm black. Well, boo boo, yeah, I'm doing it. Not only am I black, but I'm a woman and I have a disability. Okay, okay. But it's not because I'm DEI. I have my English degree. I've been writing and being creative since I was a little girl. I've been reading books and tearing down, like, the meaning, the symbolism, and like the like foreshadowing, everything like that in books for years. So when men try to tell me I'm not good enough, or when they tell me, "Oh, that's just a children's book. Oh, if I was gonna write a book, it would be this big," and they pick up an encyclopedia. I'm like, boy, bye. You can't even read the Dr. Seuss Cat in the Hat. Sit down, shut up, and be quiet. Mind your business too. But oh, it took a lot of hate for me to get to where I am. And I'll admit I have a lot of bad days still. It's like because everyone called me the liar. Always everyone told me the pain was in my head. Everyone told me I was never going to get anywhere in my life. Everyone told me it was my fault for my walking, for my hardship, for my pain. So now the reality, I'm living the reality of the truth, and the truth that I was not allowed to know. And then I had to be in a relationship with a man that hated me so much. He tried to extinguish any passion that I had inside. He almost did it too. Because remember, he hated me so much that once he knew it was over, then he said he would read my book. Oh, and the last piece of petty, the delicious. I hope you're nibbling on something, because this is delicious petty right here. On my birthday, I was teaching class. It's like not at the community college. I taught at a couple colleges, but, or this one, oh, actually, no, I did teach at you. Yeah, this one was the university. But yeah, I remember he texted me while I was teaching class, and I was like, why is he texting me? And after the class, I was just like, what are you doing? Why are you messaging me? Do you think that low of me? Yeah, actually, I do. Yeah, actually, yeah. Yeah. So, and this was like 2 or 3 months after he knew it was over. After. Still never called me. Still never called me. This is the Handicapable Black Woman Throne Room. I am a woman, I am of color, and I am handicapable. But most importantly, I am human and you're human too.